Hello everyone, and welcome back to our daily Monster Hunter World Iceborne live stream. We're back on the Xbox, and I am ready to dabble and meet local singles in my area. Let's go ahead and start working on another weapon. I just released a video today about my endgame longsword build, and so I should probably start practicing with the next weapon I want to work on. Ooh, how about the insect glaive? Switch axe, charge blade, gun lance, dual blades, maybe dual blades, sword and shield, great sword. Definitely great sword. Great sword, such a great weapon. Here, let's grab this real fast. Ooh, which great sword though? Tricky. Tricky. Let's see what we got going on in this one. So that one's all attack increase and sharpness increase. How's it going, everyone? Hello hunters, I'm early. No, PlayStation 4. Hi there. Hello, I like potatoes. Yes, I saw the video. Oh, very good. Cool, man. Cool, man. Oh, man. So let's see. If I was going to re-put together the longsword build. Okay. And then we would take this. We'd choose category. We'd choose great sword. We'll grab this guy once again. But we're going to change equipment. And let's say we got rid of the golden loon chest and traded it out with the Damascus mail. Ooh. Alright. So we will probably need... Let's drop these. We should definitely be able to shift things around and still make this work. So what do we have now? We have got Focus 2, Weakness Exploit 2, Health Boost, Divine Blessing. So I know we don't have any good Weakness Exploit decorations. So let's check and see if we have any good Focus decorations. Here we are. Focus over here. Charger Protection. Yeah, that's perfect. Alright, so there's Charger Protection. And then this is probably going to be the Crit Boost, which is right here. And there's Crit Boost Protection. So we got Divine Blessing back. We're basically done with that. We'll finish off Crit Boost like this. So Crit Boost, and we'll get a Crit Boost here. Whoa, donation right off the bat, man. Holy.
Dual blades.
Dual blades, he says. Deadlies wants the dual blades. Holy heck. Thank you so much for the generous donation, man. Here, let me update the vault fund there. Oops, not this. Holy cow, that's a generous donation, man. So the dual blades. Alright, I tell you what. We will start working on that instead then. We're going to choose change equipment. Where'd I put greatsword? Heavy bowgun, light bowgun. Wow, it's hard jumping between two different characters so much, you know what I mean? So we'll put that away for now. We'll come back to that. The dual blades. Where's the dual blades? Here they are. Wait. That doesn't look right. It says dual blades, but that is a light bowgun. Here's the light break twins. We do not want the friendship charm. Light break twins, huh? With purple sharpness. Category. Dual blades. Shatterclaw. Okay, we're going to grab the Shatterclaw. What do I have here? Status effect, sharpness increase, attack increase. It looked like they're halfway leveled up. Let's get them the rest of the way leveled up. By the way, let me jump back over to the comment section, catch up with you guys. Step Bro, help me, I'm stuck. How's it going? Godzilla says, dang, I'm playing with my friend. I might join later. Random Cuh says, should I sell all my dupe Cove weapons? Sure, why not? Trevor said, Greysword is too great for me. The 4 Mighty Bow Jewels is such a flex. TGE, let's talk about the Valor Longsword mod. I keep hearing about that, so we'll have to see about it later. Brian says, what happened when the vault fund reaches its goal? I go out and buy a 1,000 pound vault. That's what happens. A 1,000 pound vault. New to the game. All right, let's go this way. No, PlayStation. Don't worry, we'll do a PlayStation stream. I promise. We will get a PlayStation stream soon. At least today, we are not doing another PC stream. But I got to set my PlayStation back up. My wife and I did some moving around of the TV, so the PlayStation's actually unplugged and it needs to be plugged back up. So, we're augmenting. No, we're upgrading. Upgrade equipment. The one I'm wearing. Oh, I'm almost out of Dracolite. Uh-oh. So, yeah, we'll finish upgrading that. Why not? They're woken. Lunastra Essence. Nah. Status effect. We're not even going to run status effect. Any suggestions on the Lunastra and Teostra fight? Fire resistance. Don't get stunned by Teostra, and have your Farcaster ready for Lunastra. Dodge her roar before she ults. Those are all pretty solid. Sharpness increase again? It is certainly tempting, actually, to have the sharpness increase, because it's like, if we do double sharpness increase, we really will not need Master's Touch, I'm pretty sure. Let's try it out. Let's do double sharpness increase. I'm curious. I'm sharpness curious. Are you sharpness curious? There's no shame. This is 2020. We'll upgrade this. We get attack increase over here. We'll do nothing over here. Let's go ahead and wrap that up. Let's see. So we still need some upgrades, huh? Sharpness increase 5. Oh man, what a waste. Hope they bring Safajiva back after next week of Kulv. Alright, here we go. Attack increase 3. Sweet. Come on, attack increase 4. Ah, that's okay. We got a sharpness increase 5. There's attack increase 5. That was kind of productive. That wasn't so bad. Now if we could just get attack increase 5 right here, we'd be done. There's attack increase 4. Alright, I'm just going to stop here if it doesn't give us attack increase 5 right now. Ah, bummer. Oh, we got one more shot. Dare I bother? Ah, come on, man. It's not that much. Alright, so here we go. We've got that purple sharpness. Let's get up here. Wellix posted a quest. That's not allowed. How's it going, Twetch? How's it going, Wellix? How's it going, Solid? Reezy, Yeager? Look at these guys. Look at these fellows. Cartel Empress. What a name, what a name. Alright, jumping back over here. Is it just me, or is the video a few seconds slower than the audio? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, boy? So we got Brachydium Male, Brachydium Braces, Golden Loon Coil, Brachydium Greaves. I guess my one question would be... Let me run down to the smithy. I just want to check and make sure that there are no, like, Stamina Surge, Constitution, Marathon Runner options that are real strong. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Scooba-dooby. Let's see. Marathon Runner. On the Namiel gloves. We got Marathon Runner 3. What do I think of Marathon Runner 3 on the gloves? That's pretty efficient. That's pretty efficient. Let's grab it. We'll give it a spin. And then we'll spin our dual blades. Let's give it a spin. So we got Golden Loon Helm, Brachydium Chest, Marathon Runner, Divine Blessing, Weakness Exploit. So we effectively still have everything. The Agitator's still at 2, which is perfect because you would do the Agitator 5 Charm. Health Boost, Marathon Runner, Divine Blessing, Weakness Exploit. You know, I've played Dual Blades a few times, and I think one day somebody told me don't run Marathon Runner, and that the experts don't run Marathon Runner anymore. So I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that at this point. I don't, because I think I kind of do like Marathon Runner on the Dual Blades. How do you guys feel about that? Now I know I could drink The stamp juice. What do they call that? Dash juice? I could drink that every time. In fact, I could. I've got enough of them. I'm also pretty lazy and don't feel like drinking it. Crit boost, weakness exploit, health boost, divine blessing, agitator, marathon runner. So what we need now is definitely crit eye. Jump over to crit eye here. So there's expert. Wouldn't say that unless you're going to get banned by Survey website, immunity manual. Hey, mister, did you Pokemon Crystal too late yesterday? I did play Pokemon Crystal. Yep, jeweled up off on Effluvial Resist. Dear person brush, she doesn't even mind. She's just as big of a clown as you are. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You can put your unused Safi weapons into Dracolite by the Elder Smeller. That's right. That's right. Hey, mister, how's it going? Do you have a Pierce Heavy Bowgun build? TGC. Been using it on Master Rank Colteroth lately and is improving my times. I prefer it to the Elemental Light Bowgun now. Also use Stamina Surge for Dual Blade with Dash Juice. Marathon Runner is nice. Will use it if I have room. Stamina Surge and Constitution are better than Marathon Runner, says Daddy Rabina. Have you seen the Valor Longsword mod? So why is it that Stamina Surge and Constitution are better? I'm really curious why that's true on the Dual Blades. I would love to have a better understanding of that, because that's some pretty important information, I'd say. All right, there we go. Crit Eye's at 4. And so what's fun about this build, we have all this leftover room. We have all this leftover room right here. Let's see, we got Crit Boost, Weakness Exploit, Crit Eye 5, Agitator 7. We're doing pretty good. We've got some leftover room. Let's get one more Crit Eye in there. Let's see, we could do Resistor. This would kind of pair with the other Blast Resist, or Blight Resist, so that's kind of cool. Stamp Thief, Airborne, Fortitude, Slider's pretty cool. Sprinter. Here's Stamp Surge, so, you know, I feel like this is actually okay. Let's add that in. So we got Stamp Surge, Marathon Runner together, and I think that's really nice, actually. And our Crit Eye's at 6. Let's go ahead and just top off our Crit Eye. Why not? I know we've got Agitator 7, but I'm going to top it off anyways. And then we have these 2 slots left over, and honestly, we could drop this Expert and turn it into something else. We could if we wanted to. Fixed consumption, says Oprah's Grand. Just use Dash Juice and nothing else. Shake my head, says God Terror Boy. Marathon is better on Dual Blade, says Twitch here. Blight Resist 3. Stamina Surge replenishes your stamina faster. Stamina Surge replenishes your stamina faster. Constitution reduces the amount of stamina used when evading. I like using Marathon Runner on Dual Blades to stay in Demon Mode longer. Okay, so I'm getting all kinds of different opinions. We'll bring a level of Constitution as well. So we got Constitution, Stamp Surge, and Marathon Runner. We have a ton of stamps. We have so much stamps that is like blowing my mind. Actually, here we go. There we go. And we're going to drop this now. We've got all the stamps. They're all over. It's all over my body. So let's go ahead. We'll finish off. Let's finish off this Blight. Why not? I want to finish off the Blight. So here's Resistor 1. And here's Resistor 2. We got all the Blight Resist. So we can't be blighted. We got Marathon Runner, Constitution, Stamp Surge. You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to drink any juice, because I'm going to be super lazy. I've got everything I could ever need. And let's get some Blast Attack. Give ourselves a little bit of more damage. It's not going to be like a whole bunch more damage. Probably not going to make a big deal at all, really. The extra blast. I mean, I could put attack boost here alternatively, but I'm not going to reach the level 4 attack boost. So we got a little extra blast attack if we wanted. What do you guys think of this build? Big stinky poo-poo? What do you think of this build? Suppose we could have gone handicraft and kept even more sharpness, because we're not running Master's Touch, right? So this up here, you know, if you wanted, you could drink the Dash Juice, and this could be like a handicraft, right? Couldn't it? Let's give it a run. I'll think about it, how I feel about it, and we'll tweak it as we go. All right, I'm here to help you guys. You guys tell me what you want to play, and I will join you. I will join you guys on whatever quest you want help on? That looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. Ooh, I gotta say though, this one really actually looks kind of like a knight's weapon. So we're just trying to get stuff that matches the Silver Knight. Alright. Oh, and you know what we're gonna do now? We're gonna go over here and save. Jewel blades. Save this here. Go ahead and save my game real fast. Try latent power secret plus Safi on dual blades. So good. I could do that. That is something I could do. Who will win Dotagama and Nargacuga? Correct me if I'm wrong. Stam Surge, Fast Recovery, Constitution, Reduce Fixed Consumption, Marathon Runner, Reduce Gradual Consumption. Yeah, so Marathon Runner is actually useful because when you're in demon mode, you actually do constantly consume your stamina. So Marathon Runner is relevant almost distinctly to the dual blades since you're constantly in the demon mode. Now you could fix most of this by simply having the dash juice. Dash juice is amazing. However, if you weren't going to constantly run dash juice, you might bring Marathon Runner. Hello. What?
Can you help me in the quest of finding happiness?
The quest of finding happiness. Happiness can be found at the bottom of an alcohol bottle. No, I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me. That is terrible advice. All you need is drugs, kids.
I know you've been working hard.
Let's join a quest. So this is kind of like my raw damage build, right? That's full. I actually really do not want to do that. And that's full. So we are going to go fight Zenogre. Everyone farming up these decos. Not a huge fan of farming decorations. I love Evade Extender on dual blades for repositioning. That's an interesting thought, sure. So we could probably drop the Marathon Runner, and we could probably drop Stamina Surge and Constitution, or just take like one level of them. And then throughout the fight, we would just be drinking dash juice throughout the fight. And this is a really interesting concept because it kind of moves off your stamina management to a consumable item that you would just have a lot of. You know, you would just trade at the Elder Melder for lots of Stam Surge. I'm not Stam Surge, dash juice. I like the idea. I hate drinking dash juice. What do you guys think about that? Would you prefer that I tell players to bring Marathon Runner and that I tell them to bring Constitution and Stam Surge? Or do you think I would be better telling players to constantly drink dash juice? What do you think would actually be a better option? Look at these load times. Remember the PC? Remember the PC? How's it going, Lion the Fire Dragon? Most of the hunt you run without any benefit, where other builds can run 100% crit and good stamina management with the Safi Shet. Dalamadura so cool, sucks when we get a skeleton. Eck, I gotta be right back. Oprah says 30% stamina usage, both Constitution and Marathon Runner level 1 and 2, 50% 3 with the flat increase to affinity during activation depending on the level. What? What is he talking about? Can I help you with the Lunastra and Teostra special event? And if so, what is the session's name? The session ID can be found in our Discord server, which, by the way, you guys are all welcome to join. There's a link to the Discord server in the description of the live stream. You would then search for a channel called Session ID Chat. That's where I post the session ID always. So if you're ever wondering, man, I wonder what the session ID is, now you know how to look it up. Dash juice always runs out when you need it most. Cheese says drink pee-pee juice. Wait. He's using dual blades. That's right, Cole. It's dual blades time. All right, let's get these Mandragora mushrooms for sure. Awesome. Isn't there another one somewhere? Grab those Mandragoras all day, every day. Nargacuga speed can help him, but Tigrex recklessly charges give him more latent power. Latent power. Everyone keeps saying use a latent power. I think that latent power is okay, but I still don't really see the need to run latent power. You've already got so many good affinity options. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Burning. I wish there was an option for mantles to be hidden. I really, really do. Mantles should be hidden because they make you so ugly when you're wearing them. We have no health regen because I did not bother augmenting for it. Ah, we didn't stop his head yet. I love how mobile I feel on the dual blades. I love how I'm about to die. Woo! Holy smokes! He just about one-shot us there. Nobody has softened him yet. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. So your health really does drain very... Not health. Your stamina does drain very slowly. God damn, dude. God damn. Facing this temporal is so hard right now. Team's doing a terrible job of softening this, guys, because we're all light weapons. None of us want to do it. None of us want to be the one to soften them. They gotta fix that, man. Clutch Claw is so garbage. Clutch Claw is easily the worst thing about Iceborne. Their formula was already so good, so fun, you know? It's like, why would you want to change it? Did you soften the arm? No, dude, I'm so tired of softening arms. That's what the whole fight is about, is just softening arms. Bro. Do I sound complaining enough yet? I think someone threw me. Got this Sanoga material, which I probably have a lot of already. I think I have a lot of it already. Thank you for your longsword endgame build. Great work. Oh, no problem, man. I'm glad you found it useful. Lex is sad. Oh, I rolled into his hand, not away from his hand. Whoops. Alright, we better heal real fast. Evasion Mantle is better than Temporal. Changed my mind. Evasion Mantle is pretty good. I actually agree. But Temporal... The point of Temporal Mantle is to... See, this is the thing. The difference between, like, Evade Window and, let's say, Divine Blessing Secret. Why would you ever use Divine Blessing Secret when you could bring Evade Window 5, right? Why would you ever do that? Just always dodge. But the thing is the difference is about sort of like a philosophy of what defense is. So, do you believe defense is having an easier time being able to evade the monster, or do you believe that defense is when you make a mistake, but the mistake is made up for by a new skill? Oh, darn it. Ace thrown me off. So think about it. Evade Window is really nice because it makes it harder to make a mistake. Do you see what I'm saying? Evade Window makes it harder to make a mistake. Whereas Divine Blessing forgives you when you make a mistake. It says, oh, you made a mistake, let's reduce the damage that you're taking by like 50%. So there's two very different concepts when you're building defense. And I find that, in general, building for having made a mistake is actually more defensive than making it easier not to make a mistake. Something that works passively, basically. Divine Blessing is more of a passive skill. You don't have to, it doesn't require your skill for it to protect you. Whereas Evade Window does require your skill to protect you. Your involvement, your active involvement. Bruh! Pulling me through the wall. This guy, internet, was so poopy, and no one softened but me, Pepe Hands. Alright, let's get it sharpened. Was I really sharpening that small little blade? That's funny. So we don't get a lot of purple sharpness, but we get an awful lot of white sharpness. I guess that's fine. Oh, I tried so hard to dodge that. Fail. I'm just not going to mess with that. Frick that, dude. Look at this. Dude, he still hit me, but take a look at that. Damage taken reduced. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about right there. Instead of having Evade Window, I simply took less damage because Divine Blessing Secret is going to reduce the damage. So it's two, if you could have both, that would be nice. But it's two very different philosophies about what defense is. That's gonna hurt. Same deal here. So you can see he actually punished me for having gone into a move. But because of Divine Blessing Secret, I barely took any damage. So two very different kinds of defense. Wow, that sucks. I'm just gonna say that. Oh, I'm dead. Is it gonna change target? That would be a good time for a Now would be a good time for a mount, in my opinion. Can we get a mount on him? I don't think anyone's mounted him yet. Look at everyone's got the everyone's blighted. He's not softened. Nobody wants to soften him. We're all light weapons. It's so stupid, dude. To me, it's evidence that nobody likes using Clutch Claw. Did he grab me? Oh, he did grab me. Jesus. Yeah, when nobody softens the monster is evidence to me that people don't find Clutch Claw fun to use. Because if they did find it fun to use, he would be softened all day. There we go, we got a mount. Perfect. So this is a good time to mount when the monster gets agitated like that, because it basically gives your teammates plenty of time to deal damage. Oh, come on now. So the head's soft. He thought he was escaping. Woo! He's gonna capture him. Nice job. Sweet. I hate it when the Zinogre does that backflip tail slam. I know it comes out of nowhere. I love Clutch Claw. I might try to spam Clutch Attack with Light Weapon with Temporal. I also hate how dangerous Clutch Claw can be. Yeah, that's probably one of the most significant problems with the Clutch Claw is that once you're attached to the monster, if the monster decides he's going to use a fast attack with that particular body part, you really don't get the time that you need to swap over to a different body part to avoid being hit by that move, if you're even experienced enough to know that that particular body part is going to be an active hit zone, which with many attacks, the whole body is an active hit zone, you know? Potential maintenance, attack, wind resist, blaze, sprinter, brace medicine, gobbler evasion, crisis attack, all garbage. Nobody is allowed to have good decorations. That is illegal. What's the session ID? 4576. Look at my kitty cat. She's so cute. How did I get such a cute kitty? Should I do kitty cam? You guys tell me. What do you think of kitty cam? Is kitty cam a good idea or a bad idea? The button's on Xbox, but on PlayStation 4, if you do the circle combo, then press L2 to triangle, you grapple on the monster and insta-tenderize. Insta-tenderize your mama. Let's refresh. Let's see. Man, YouTube has been so buggy these last, 4 or 5 days, I want to say. What are your thoughts on Sword and Shield and Insect Glaive at the moment? They're both in pretty good positions right now. I think that Sword and Shield feels really strong, except it still suffers from shorter range, which I think is fine. So, and then Insect Glaive is a really nice aerial weapon that could probably use a minor buff to its aerial damage, so that players can be like, oh my god, the aerial damage on this weapon's insane, right? So I think that right now, Hammer's probably the best aerial weapon still, which is so odd, you know? It ought to be the Insect Glaive. Soft soil. Shannon, if you want the session ID, you have to add you have to do some discrete math logic for us. And then we will show you the session ID. Join quest. Let's see, what do we got? No quests. Alright, so let me look again at the build. So we're running 2 levels of Sharpness Increase, and I'm questioning if that's really necessary. Definitely allows you to drop Master's Touch, that's for sure. You don't have to use Master's Touch with 2 Sharpness Increase, because you have so much damn sharpness. Crit Eye, Agitator, Divine Blessing, Health Boost, Blight Resist, Crit Boost. You know, I could definitely feel the lack of health regen. I think that I would like to get some health regen real fast. That's right, the KO build on the Beast Buster is very nasty. So let's go ahead and augment this. Wait. Do we have something we can de-augment? Alright, and now we're going to augment what we're using. So now we're going to be running with health regen, and I feel like that's really important for feeling like you have a proper defensive build. Because health regen, if you're taking reduced damage, then health regen kind of stacks on top of that and makes it even harder for the monster to kill you.
Nice day, huh?
What do we got? The Eternal Gold Rush. Alright, we'll join Solid and Twitch. TGC, when using heroics, what is an efficient way to get your health low enough to activate it that quick? Well, I suppose you could have, you know, if you wanted to, you could have a setup that you use at the beginning of the fight to instantly proc heroics. It would be a heavy bowgun build that uses Wyvern Heart and the Sophajiva full armor set, and then you would just damage yourself by shooting the Wyvern Heart until heroics activates, and once it activates, you just switch to the other armor set. And you would need like a jumping, it's called a jumping bomb. Is it called a bouncing bomb? I can't remember. There's like this little bouncing bomb you can bring with you. Nobody uses them, but they're good for getting rid of your red health because it'll reset your red health. Shane says, hey Gameconomist, do you have a good build I could use for soloing Sophajiva, which does not include his armor as I've not killed him already? Oh, sure. Well, I would just take whatever build you have that is your best build. Throw on Part Breaker, join a party, and do your best to contribute to part breaks. And eventually you will pick up, you know, like his light bowgun called the Aqua Shot, and you can go with an Aqua Shot water damage build. So the water ammo is really effective against him on Aqua Shot. I ought to make a video on that. Ironically, I don't actually use the Sophajiva armor that often. I really don't. Sophajiva armor is probably great for speedrunners, but I find that it is too risky for casual play. It's not really worth it. You get more damage. I guess that's nice. More damage, more status, more, oops, I did not eat.
Use whatever you can.
I actually don't care for it. I don't use it. Joe Biden 2020. How's it going, Pazazzi? Dementia Joe. Bro Shogun says, I love drawing anime, drawing a character now from reference. Fun fact, cheese is a drug, and I'm a drug addict. That has a little bit of truth to it. Did you guys know they did a test, and they found that cheese, the food, has trace amounts of morphine in it. Naturally occurring morphine. And they think that this might be a part of the reason why human beings are so addicted to cheese, besides the fact that humans naturally desire oil. So we naturally desire oil and fat in our diets because it's a main source of energy, right? The same reason that we get addicted to sugar. Frick that, dude. I'm gonna chill out over here. Oh, that's poor. That sucks. Slice snug her head. Come on, Covey Wolvie. Oh, I missed. That sucks. I thought I hit it. You just can't reach her head unless you're grappled on. Oh, she still touched me.
Keep it together, okay?
Oh, that hurts. Now she's gonna start hurting me for doing that. Oh. She's golden. I would love it if we could, you know, break her horns off and get that whole part of the fight to ourselves, right? Hold on. What's she gonna do next? 1, 2, 3. Dude! Jesus! She's so fast, man! You can't even punish that move. Oh, we're gonna lose. I'm trying so hard to break her horns at the beginning of the fight, and it's like fruitless, you know? What is even the point? She's too strong. Do not grab her face unless you have the mantles on, guys. Oh my god, man. Stop using Clutch Claw attack to try to break anything. The Clutch Claw part breaker modifier is 0. You deal 0 damage against body parts, says James Dice. Oh, very interesting. So James Dice is suggesting when you use Clutch Claw to deal damage with your weapon to a monster's body part, you can't break parts. I don't know if I believe that, James. Where did you hear that information? I feel like I've definitely had builds with my heavy bowgun where we did break parts, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. We got that heavy bowgun build. Let's get this other one. Dude, that was poor. That was sad. just missed the boulder. Yeah, she's mad. Whoa, I'm surprised that did not hit us. Dude. Let's get this dust of life going. That's why we're eating all that, or that's why we're growing all that dust of life at the Woo! Darn, man, look at that. Our whole team wiped. So if I was to replay that, of course, what I would do right away is put on Fire Resist 3, which we did not put on. And then don't grab her head after the mentals are over. It's too big of a risk. It's just not worth it. James Dice says, not all Clutch Claw attacks have a 0 modifier. The Switch Axe, as example, has 1 and can cut tails. Same with the bow. The Dual Blade can't break parts. Oh, that's very interesting, James Dice. Gonna main Jax for the friendship. I've killed a monster before with the Clutch Claw. Let me tell you, I wasn't upset. Bro, that was so bullshit, says Twitch. Ever have that moment when you kill a monster with a stone? Yeah, I killed a monster one time with an actual Clutch Claw coming out and just smacking the monster, right? The actual Clutch Claw smack. Yeah. I've been interested in playing Pokemon TGC for the laws. How's the game and the community so far? Well, I don't play Pokemon TGC. What I do is I do collect Pokemon cards as a form of investment. And today, we're going to have an especially cool Pokemon card stream. I have a 100 card return from PSA. So we have a massive PSA return. That is probably valued around, I don't know, like $4,000, $5,000 probably if you added it all together. Yeah, so probably like a $5,000 card stream today, if I had to guess. So I say we fight her again, and let's go ahead and do this. We're going to drop Expert, Resistor, and we're just going to turn that into... Actually, can we drop this? I'm going to drop Physique. I don't feel like I gained that much from Physique. We're going to put on the Hard Fire Resistance. And how does that do? That brings us up to 29 fire resistance. I feel like that was probably one of the things we needed to do there. We might as well go ahead and put Expert back on at that point. And, you know, what else could we have for this particular fight? Mind's Eye, Charger, Enhancer, Destroyer, KO, Challenger, Flawless, Potential, Mighty, Slider, Refresh, Evasion. Yeah, we do some Evade Window. How about that? Alright, so we're going to have two levels of Evade Window, and we're going to have Fire Resistance 3 on. And see, this is what I talk about when I talk about the Lance not really having as much room on his build for this kind of stuff. We can put on Fire Resist and Evade Window on our Dual Blades. You won't really be able to afford that on the Lance. And let's see if they're fighting Quove again. Yeah, they are. So we're going to join again. Epic card stream incoming. That's right. Yeah, so this PSA return probably valued around $4,000, $5,000. Lots and lots and lots of awesome cards. There's Feline Specialist, Elemental Resist up large. Does that matter? The Elemental Resist up large? I mean, we're over 30. I'm just going to go attack up large like usual. James says, look into Cure Nico. Oh yeah, I know Cure Nico. It's a good website. Ober says, we need a new decoration or one set bonus that give Clutch range up or Clutch Claw weapon attack damage up. Solid's internet is so bad. I had one time with the random Jagras. Epic card stream. Solid has an internet made out of liquids. She was attacking. Okay. I think we're about ready now. So we're running the fire resist to kind of help out with, for example, when we got killed by Koltaroth in that last run, she shot us with the fire beam. So having the fire resist on probably would have allowed us to survive that fire beam, if I had to guess. We probably would have survived it. Any tips for new heavy bowgun users? Yeah, you're going to need to... For new heavy bowgun players, it's important to know what builds are working. So right now, the Beast Buster sticky ammo build is working real well. If you go to my YouTube channel and look up my latest heavy bowgun build for the Beast Buster, you'll see what that build looks like, and you'll want to try and recreate it as best as you can. And then really you just need to put together your item loadouts correctly and your radio menu correctly, because a lot of using the bowgun is just learning how to craft ammo in the middle of the hunt. And then from there, it's just aim and shoot. Really, it's just aim and shoot and practice. So it's not a complicated weapon once you figure out how to figure out what a strong bowgun is, and then once you also set up that build and get your item loadout going. Twitch says fire resistance overrated. I don't think so, actually. I think fire resistance contributes quite a lot of damage reduction to your build, and it really just takes up one slot. For the hard fire resist, that's 3 levels. That's really good, actually. I think it's pretty good. Not to mention no fire blight. For this fight in particular too, because she's constantly hitting you with fire attacks, I think this fight and probably the Lunastra fight are 2 fights in particular you would definitely consider using the hard fire resist on, because it's so cheap. Alright, so he says no point. Oh really, what the heck? I thought, oh, she broke those little pillars, I see. So James is telling me that we cannot hurt those horns with our attacks. So I guess what I'll do is wait for her to come down and soften up the arms in the meantime. So check this out, let's walk in it. Look, we're really not taking that much damage here. That's pretty good. Brought us down to about half health. That's really not too bad. If you did that with a build that did not have fire resist and divine blessing, I think that you would not be able to stand there very long. Elemental resistance, I find the 3rd best defensive skill other than health boost and divine blessing. Exactly, because you're getting rid of the blight, but you also are receiving a fair amount of defense. We have a heavy bowgun player, right? Yeah, Lex. Just waiting for Lex to bring her down so I can focus on her head. And slice this up. Alright, the arm softened. There it is. Haha, darn, she got away. Got this culture up material. Really? Oh, I see. Don't do it, Colby. Her horns are so close to breaking off, I promise. I wish somebody would focus them, but I'm being told I can't break the horns. I'm just going to keep grabbing until my mantle's gone, just to make sure, like, in the off chance that I happen to break it. That would be interesting to know. It's not like I'm doing no damage, right? So I am doing damage to her when I'm up there. Oh, here we go. She's getting thrown into the wall. Nice. The horn's broken by the wall splat. Very good. Lots of damage. Too early on my roll. Elemental Resist is better than Divine Blessing. Only takes one slot and always active. Yeah, it's a terrific skill for damage resistance, to be sure.
Excellent.
Crepin says PlayStation 4 tomorrow? Probably. Fire Mantle basically negates the fire lava. Come on, sexy. Get your booty over here. Oh, come on, man. No wall splat, we're just gonna bring it down. Horns chipped. Oh, is that KO? Nah, she's gonna lose her horns for sure right here. I can't imagine her surviving this. Oh, she apparently did. I take it back. Look at that, I just don't have the range. She's all angry. Oh, that still hit me. That sucks. Dude! Well, I tell you what. We're not in a rush in this stage, stage 3. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to refresh my items so that I have plenty of healing for my teammates. We want to make sure that we have some of that Gloam Grass Bud. That's going to be my latest thing that I'm working on to improve my character. You know, I take care of myself, I think, a lot of the times when it comes to defense. But I'm going to do a better job of having Gloam Grass Bud available all the time so that if I can help my teammates, I will try to help them with the Gloam Grass. So in the farm right now, we're farming up a ton of that. We had just finished farming up a ton of the Max Potion, and now we want the Gloam Grass. Let's see what you guys are saying. Horns has 10,000 HP in 4-player and per stage. Yeah, that's a lot. We'll have to see if we break them before she reaches stage 4. Just 10,000? Easy. Oh, she already went to stage 4. I take it back. Let's get over there. What did we pick up? Oh, we picked up Crystal Burst. Kolv is probably the coolest looking Elder Dragons. One of the coolest looking. Yeah, she looks pretty good. I'd agree with that. Alright, the mantles aren't. Woohoo! She's got so much range, man. That's nutty. Oh, got hit by the goddamn seal. Wasn't sure where she was going, so I just kind of stood back, right? Played safe. You notice we stay right underneath her. She's still taking great damage on her face, so hit it when you can. We're helping Lex here. See what Lex is trapped in that corner. We're gonna help Lex with this. Oh, Lex is dead anyways. We tried. We tried helping Lex, but he was just so screwed. He was trapped in that corner after a knockdown. Maybe he would have survived. Maybe if he had the Farcaster available, he could have gotten out of that. But I don't know. He had a heavy bowgun. Hard to say. I don't know if he was trying to Farcast out. Yeah, I think if he had Farcast, he might have just barely made it. Can we just run over here? Oh, look at that. That actually landed very close to the ramp. Oh, that's sad. Wish I had the dash juice right about now. Tail's broken. You sure get a lot of mobility with the dual blades. This is great. Dual blades and actually mobile weapon. Oh my god, he is smacking people around, huh? She is, I should say. They would go into a dive evade. We didn't even have to try to outspace that move because our weapon sheaths so quickly that you have plenty of time to go into the dive evade. That's not true for weapons with a slow sheath speed. They don't have the time to get into that dive evade. So they are forced into a blocking position. She's gone. Good job, everyone. Elder dragons are weak. Struggled more against Emperor Coral Pukey Pukey. Coral Pukey Pukey. My wife fought Coral Pukey Pukey for me when the game first came out. Actually, when I had my version of the game, before anyone else had a version of the game, because Capcom gave me an early version, and she was playing Coral Pukey Pukey, and she was so stuck on it. It was actually really funny. Viper Toby is the real annoyance. Arch-tempered Viper Toby Kadachi. Tripping over my words today, man. I think I always trip over my words a little bit. I think it's just part of being live. Guess I'll never be a newscaster. News reporter. Hello, in the news today. Of course, I suppose they have teleprompters. They just read off a teleprompter. If every monster had the same damage numbers, Coral Pukey would be the hardest. Coral Pukey Pukey, a beast. Alright, I definitely felt that the fire resistance was an improvement to the build. And obviously, we just weren't as risky in Stage 1. That was real stupid of us, grabbing onto Colv's head with no fire resist in Stage 1, no mantles on. That's what you do when you want to die. That's what you do when you want to let the gods decide if you live. Colv to Roth. What if they had given us a tiny version of Colv to Roth 2 and she was like twice as fast? Arch-tempered Keizu. That is what we need. Arch-tempered Keizu! Woo! Arch-tempered Gyrototus. When are we going to get it? We never got it.
Hello.
Mister came to avenge the misses after us breaking her horns. That's right. Mr. Colv to Roth is here. That's a lot of gloam. That's a lot of bud. I'm just going to call them bud. That's a lot of bud. Hey, mofo. Hey, partner, kill this mofo to slate my bloodlust. Join quest. Who are we going to fight? Stygian is an ogre. Oh my god, everyone's just fighting as an ogre over and over. Tiny cold, but every move is a one-shot. That's right. It would have been fucking hilarious if they did that, because it would have been like such a reversal. Arch-tempered handler. Let's see what people who are shooting out SOSs need. We have some assigned quests. Look at this guy, Alex. He needs help. What do we have over here? See, these guys need help. Maybe what I'll do soon is I'll do some SOS live streams and help just the general public. What do you think? Just help the general public? Azure Soul Brand and Wicked Nidok. I don't know how to say the name. Sterling Pride. Look at this guy. We're going to help this guy. He's using Chrome Trident. He's Master Rank 10. He's High Rank 46. We're going to give this guy a hand. And we're going to go in here. We're going to choose Set Decoration. Now we're going to remove the Hard Fire Resist. And we're going to go with Anti-Blast. So Anti-Blast. And we're going to drop this guy right here. And take Anti-Blast here as well. Alright, let's help this guy out. Come on. When I join an SOS, can other people in the session actually see the SOS I've joined? Does it become available in the session, or is it more like a case where they have to search for it too? Let's help this guy out. How about more quests like the Witcher collab, where a weaker monster helps you fight against the big boss? Yeah, we could have something like that. Twitch says, no TGC, you're our stream. That's right. I see what you're saying, but, you know, these SOS guys probably do need a lot of help, and it probably helps them to not feel so frustrated in the game and maybe have somebody pop in and make the game feel a little easier. How's it going, Max Kalina? Angel says, do you think Miss Azune from Monster Hunter G would be a great addition to Monster Hunter World? A lot of people call for Miss Azune. I mean, no, I think that Miss Azune, in, to be honest with you, in Monster Hunter Ultimate or whatever it was, 4G, I don't remember the name of it, I fought Miss Azune multiple times, and I thought she was actually kind of boring. I thought that the big elephant was boring too, whatever his name was. Actually, the one I remember being a lot of fun was, what's his name? Glavenus. Glavenus was the fun one, and Glavenus was the one they carried over into this game. So I think that they were actually also paying attention to that. I think that Miss Azune was just okay. She was just another fight, honestly. I just remember smacking her around. She blew bubbles at me. The bubbles made me, like, you know, spatter around sometimes, and it was like, okay, now what though? And it just was okay. It wasn't like mind-blowing. Hello, I am HR25. What should I do at the Kolf Siege to get the weapons and get good stuff? I'm not 100% sure. Is he high enough to actually do the Master Rank Kolf Siege, guys? I don't even know. We need more bugs. That's right. I think bugs would be great. Bring back underwater fights. Underwater fights with the hammer. I think she looks cool, but save her for the next Monster Hunter. Any tips on Lunastra and Behemoth? Bought Iceborne, but planning to train before going into the New World. Well, if you wanted a tip, you can always go into the New World, pick up Master Rank armor, which has way more defense. Pick up a Master Rank weapon, which tends to be stronger than the High Rank weapons. Well, it's pretty close, actually. You could just keep using Defender for a while. But yeah, you can pick up that Master Rank armor, and then just go use that armor to fight, you know, High Rank Lunastra, High Rank Behemoth, and it will just straight up be easier. So there's no reason to hold off on doing that. Where's this guy? I don't even see him playing. See, it's his leg that I want to soften. Let's get him, Shino. Lex is here. See, Lex found the fight. Oh, you can't soften his legs. Interesting. You can only soften Raging Brachydios' legs. So used to Raging Brachydios at this point. My character's out of stamina. Hey man, quick question. If I have 40% affinity on the Shatterblade Longsword, what other skills should I consider in my overall build? I mean, you need to have weakness exploit and crit boost. You have weakness exploit and crit boost. After weakness exploit and crit boost, you go agitator secret. After agitator secret, then you get to decide what you want in your build. You can be like, okay, I'm going to take divine blessing secret, or you can go like, you know what, I'm going to try and build attack boost 7, or I'm going to build heroics and activate heroics in the fight, or I'm going to build peak performance. Did I already say peak performance? I'm going to stay healthy the whole time in the fight, which a lot of people are going to choose one of those. Of course, that's assuming you already brought up Master's Touch. So if you bring Divine Blessing, you probably won't be able to bring the Master's Touch. So there's a few simple decisions to make in your build. Alright, time to get some damage on his face. Go ahead and soften up this tail a little bit. Whoop. Oh, never mind. Should have just kept attacking in that case. Bruh! Need that crit eye. That's right. We need that crit eye. God damn it. Alright, and he's off. He's ready to be thrown into a wall, too. Is he? Well, no. They just lose their enragement when they're traveling. Did you see that mosquito blow up? Lex has the same idea. Beat him up! Is he gonna roar? I thought that was gonna throw me off. God damn it. Yeah, he's probably capturable at this point. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo-ba-doo. Just got to Master Rank 100. Gotta work on that health regen. That's right. You better be working on that health regen. Yay! Didn't look like he was capturable. Right? Hold on. Yeah, I'm just double checking. I'm doing no damage. How much health does he have? You big stinker? Take this guy up. I I don't see a skull over his head yet. Isn't it harder to cap a monster when it's enraged? Is it? I don't know. That's a good one to know about. I don't actually know whether or not that's true. Oh, god damn it. Worst time to run out of stamina, huh? Oh, he's hurt now. Alright, there he goes. Nice job, everyone. We got him, Shino! Oh, that still took a long time. It took 15 minutes. Actually, I don't know anything about Connor. I wonder if Connor is, No, he's in our group. I don't think it was that fast. But, oh, you know what it is? We joined into the fight when the fight had already started. That's why it's so long. Duh. I wasn't thinking about it, right? Sweet. Got some Brachydios parts, which we desperately needed. Let us see your guild card, TGC. Yeah, let's do that, Daddy. Daddy Rabina. I better say the full name because if I just say that by itself, it sounds awkward. Truly, O Ryu Saiga says you have to receive a certain amount of damage or wait some time. What are we talking about? Someone said you were handing out tendies? That's right. What about a Bracky run? What about a Bracky run? Daddy Rabina. Kitty, what are you doing? Do you guys want cat cam? Should I get the cat cam for my cat? She's so sleepy and comfy. She's sitting here snoring. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's snoring over here. She's laying right next to me. Let's see. Thoughts on the build, guys. Marathon Runner, Stam Surge. Are they that good? I'm just thinking about it. It did actually feel like we were using most of the stamina up when we were dodging. Crit Eye, Agitator, Divine Blast, Blast Resist, Health Boost, Crit Boost, Weakness, Exploit, Marathon Runner, Blight. Kitty Cam after Vault Fun. Oh, she's waking up now that I keep saying her name. Let's jump back here real fast. I don't know why it took us to the, from 6 to 7, it is 130 damage. Wow, that is garbage. We want Kitty Cam if you know what I mean. What? Constitution and Evade window never get hit. I'm currently running a 3-piece Kaiser for a Master's Touch and 2-piece Sophy for crit boost. Yeah, see, I don't know if I actually am feeling the effects of Marathon Runner that much. Oh, I remember. Some guy asked me to show off the guild card. Let's show off the guild card now. I knew there was something I needed to do. Here you go. Guild card time. There we go. So you can see Dual Blades right now is my actual least played weapon. With only 83. Yeah, we got to play some Dual Blades. Does offensive guard work with Greysword? I imagine it does, but it's not worth it. Guarding with the greatsword reduces your sharpness too quickly. Oh, we're having a little bit of lag. I just saw it in the live stream. Constitution or Stamp Surge feels better than Marathon. I feel that Constitution would be the best, and then Dash Juice. So let's go back down to, what's his name? You got that rainbow color on the armor? I think I do. Do you think they'll eventually do crossplay? You know, I would like crossplay, but it's a waste of time. They should focus on getting more monsters out right now. We need more monsters. Real simple. It is the thing that sells their game. Crossplay does not sell a game. Alright, here we go. So this is for Constitution. That coil's pretty good, but I'm actually using... I don't have to use the coil, actually. And 3 small decoration slots. That's actually not good. The 3 small decoration slots, it looks good, but it isn't. Barrieth, Kadachi, Nami L. That's kind of like a giant decoration slot and 1 small decoration slot. Oh, they're actually pretty close to each other now that I'm looking at it. Well, if they're close to each other, then we would still choose Golden Loon Coil, which gives us a level of Divine Blessing Secret. What returning monsters would you like to see? None of them. I want to see brand new monsters. Everyone wants returning monsters. I want a brand new one. Crit Eye, Agitator, Divine Blessing, Blast Resist, Health Boost, Crit Boost, Weakness, Exploit, Marathon Runner. So let's take the Marathon Runner off. We've got an Agitator option, which we probably shouldn't build because we have the Challenger Charm on. Slinger Capacity, Resentment, Flinch Free, Crit Boost, Thunder Attack, Weakness Exploit, Recovery Up, Quick Sheath, Marathon Runner. These are actually really efficient, the Brachydium Braces. Refresh Expert. Alright. So here's where we're at now. There we go. So now we would need Crit Boost back on the build. 1, 2, 3. So Crit Boost is back on. We would build Weakness Exploit still. Oh god, I hate having this many decorations. Okay, Weakness Exploit, Crit Boost, Crit Eye, Health Boost, Divine Blessing, Agitator. So we have room for some extra stuff. And this is the part where we say, well, I tell you what. We still have this right here. Here's Marathon Runner, Stamp Surge. What about Constitution, though? I'd really like to have Constitution. No, of course not. That would be too easy. Where is our Constitution? Constitution of the United States of America. Imagine making the Constitution to a country. Wow. You must feel pretty important at that point in your life. Let's see. We got these Constitution. What if we just went like double physique? That's a ton of Constitution. And then we finished off Crit Eye. Crit Eye. Crit Eye. Resistor, Drain. Flight, Fortitude. Finish the slide. Sprinter, Refresh. So we could do like Sprinter and then we could do like Refresh, right? That's a lot of bonus stamina decorations. And we got one more medium decoration slot that could have like hard fire resist if we wanted it to. Alright, we'll try this out for a minute.
I've been waiting for you.
I'm so glad you came. They got some level 7 regions. That's definitely tempting. The Eternal Gold Rush with Lex. Let's join this back up. I like Cove because she's actually kind of tough. So she's a good test. You know what I mean? She's a good test. We're going to drop the Blast. We're going to take the hard fire resistance. See, one giant decoration slot, 3 levels of fire resistance. That's not bad. Eat a meal. Let's have the safeguard. Make sure the team has safeguard. Alright, we hit that ready up button. Woo! Ended up with 10 million zenny after selling all Clove Kiar dupe weapons. Maximum Might 5 is really good for the Greatsword. It doesn't use stamina when charged up. One of those guard up jewels after 500 hours and 200 plus out, still a 0. Isn't there a feline marathon runner skill? But is there? I believe there's a... I don't remember actually. I just realized I'm 30 plus master rank higher than GC on Xbone. I love myself some blade duels. Protective polish is a better alternative in a lot of cases. Protective polish? That polish is so protective, man. Oh, man. TG's... Oops. I just refreshed my, I just refreshed my live stream page. You guys enjoying the stream? You can show your appreciation, by the way, by hitting the like button. Hey, TGC, just want to ask if what master rank do I get to access Safajiva? I'm already at master rank 70. You're high enough, dude. You need to fight Stygian as an ogre or something like that. I don't remember exactly the requirements for unlocking Safajiva. Yeah, you're high enough. Fahad says I started the game 2 weeks ago. Nice, man. Your videos are just amazing. Thank you. No problem. I got a new video out today. I haven't been posting videos very much, guys, because my card channel kind of eats up some of my spare time now, and the card channel does terrifically well. And it also happens to be the case that there's terrible ad revenue on YouTube right now because of coronavirus, of all things. So the incentive to work on videos is kind of low. You know what I mean? Because I could be busy building up my... Oh, right, we're not using Greatsword, we're using Dual Blades. I could be busy building up my card channel rather than making no ad revenue working on Monster Hunter videos. But, you know, I posted a video today on the... Oh, my favorite endgame longsword build. So if you haven't seen that, I hope you'll take a look at that. And I plan on maybe making more of those. Maybe for all 14 weapons, I'm thinking. We're going to help Lex. Hey, mister, you better be using the meta. Oh, that reminds me, I'm actually supposed to be using Dash Juice now. Nice work. God, I hope this is counting toward the horns. We're gonna help Cartel Express. So we got the Gloam Grass Bud. We got the Dust of Life, and we're not gonna mess with Dust of Life anymore. Dust of Life should be a requirement on everyone's build who plays multiplayer. It is a multiplayer heal, and it's very good. So not having it on your setup, oh, that's too bad we didn't get it. Not having it on your setup is inexcusable. You know what? We'll go get the dash juice later. We've got some jumps left for the Temporal Mantle. Let's go take advantage of that. I tried out Sword and Shield today. It's super cool. The Perfect Rush is sweet. Yeah, Perfect Rush feels better the better you get at it. Which is one of the things I would say that the Dual Blades is lacking. Is sort of a skill that takes a great deal of practice. I think that definitely. I'm sorry. That was not part of the plan. She's mad. I'm sorry, Terrorboy, I couldn't see you. We had the same idea. We had the same good idea. Let's head back. Let's go get the dash juice and join back in. Terrorboy's mad. Any idea as to what we could expect this year from Monster Hunter World? A new DLC ad or maybe a whole new game? I don't know if we'll see a new game. My bet is that a new Monster Hunter game might come out about 6 months to a year after the new console's release. That is my bet. That is my gamble. I do not actually know. Probably what they will do in between is they will release Monster Hunter World Iceborne on the Switch while their main team works on a new game and a support team supports Iceborne. That is what I think will happen. Iceborne will likely see a Latreon added to the game, and then we'll likely see like another variant, and then after the variant we will probably see one more new monster, and then I don't really know where it'll go from there. Those are my expectations, because that would exactly follow their pattern for the last game, right? Like we'll get Elytrion, and then we'll probably get like Extreme Elytrion, and then we're gonna get all the Arch Tempered, so we'll get Arch Tempered everything. We'll probably get a variant, and then if we're lucky, we'll get a second variant, but we might not. Got it. No worries, we got the wall bang. But yeah, so we'll. Oh, nice, a double wall bang. I didn't know that was possible. So yeah, we'll probably get Extreme, we'll probably get the Arch Tempered, we'll probably get maybe 1 to 2 variants, and then after that, we might get like a totally new monster, kind of like the way we got, remember at the end, we got, what's his name? Ancient Leshen. Remember Ancient Leshen? We'll probably get something like that. Could be a Fatalis, who knows? Nobody will know, but they'll probably give us one like huzzah, like one more goodbye. And then from there, maybe a fun quest or two will pop up, seasonal events will pop up, there'll probably be tons of microtransactions, but they will probably be full force working on their new game, you know what I mean? And the new game will probably, again, I'm guessing that the new game launches about 1 year after the launch of the initial consoles. God, Terrorboy says, "We slept when there was no boulders, for frick's sake. Come on over, Covey Wovey." What's she gonna do? Please hit the... Of course she doesn't hit the wall. That's sad. I might be able to make some kind of thing here. Hold on. There we go. She dropped a pod. Where she dropped it. There we go. Now she's gonna get all mad. Now she's gonna get all mad. So I'm going to use a Dust of Life here. So, actually, what just happened right there in that scene is a perfect example of outspacing being a better option than guarding. She used that body slam move, and that move is actually really dangerous for any kind of guarding build that doesn't have a lot of guard. I think that you have just enough guard from full stamina to survive that move. Nice job. But we just didn't even bother, blocking it. There's no danger just running away from it. However, for some weapons, it can be really hard to run away from that move. Particularly, I think I'm talking about weapons like the lance. I think that's the tail breaking. Yep, tail broken. Nice Terror Boy getting them out there. I'm gonna try shooting a Slinger Bomb into her mouth if she's not dead here. She's definitely gonna be dead though. This is gonna kill her. She's like, frick that. So I want to see her use an. Let's get this Dust of Life out. I want to see her use an actual like fire move, and what I want to do is try to shoot her in the mouth. That's going to be her running attack. That's going to be her body slam. Actually, does she use any fire moves? I'm trying to think. I think she does. Wow, that still hit me. She doesn't really though, does she? She mostly uses physical attacks. Oh. Is this one? Oh, no, it's not. I was getting all hyped there. I didn't see it. So maybe it just doesn't work on that move. Maybe we have to use a different move. We'll test that theory later. Alright, she's dead. Nice job, everyone. Everyone's wearing the ugly baby blanket. I mean, man, they should really give us the option for invisibility mantle. You know, where the mantle's just not... You know, kind of like how you can have your helmet off. Because they're so damn ugly. She looks like an overgrown iguana that got dipped in gold coloring. That's right. You don't run away, power guard, and easy peasy. Take no stamina to guard the attack. Well, and exactly, you know, like when we were running around looking for an opportunity to shoot the bomb pod into her mouth, you know, it doesn't really cost much to just stay on the outside of the monster by having your weapon sheathed and run around. And some weapons can do this very easily because, you know, they sheath very quickly. And dual blades is a perfect example of that. Dual blades have a very fast sheath. Actually, I don't even need this, so let me give you an example. So dual blades, you just hit the sheath button and you're done, like that. Super easy. It takes a split second. James Dice says it needs 5 dragon pods to flinch her from the big breath attack. John Titer says there's a threshold for when the KO procs from a bomb pod is easier in solo. Oh, okay. So you guys are saying it takes more than one pod. Okay. Is Kultaroth worth doing? Well, she has a... Yeah, she's okay. I mean, I believe I've heard that the bows and the dual blades, some of the Kiard dual blade and bows are actually meta. I've heard that. I haven't actually done any research on it at all. Would an Elder Seal weapon be good against Kolv? Would an Elder Seal weapon be good against Kolv? Would an Elder Seal weapon be good against Kolv? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. What would be the benefit of Elder Sealing her? I don't think there's a big Elder Seal benefit. Alright, we were supposed to drink dash juice and we did not. I am so unfamiliar with drinking dash juice that I completely forgot to. Let's see what else we can join.
I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you. Eternal Gold Rush is already full. Kiara Strongarm Ice is meta right now. So Rabina is talking about the Charge Blade. Dooba-dooba-doo, scooba-dooba-doo, running in a circle. Let's talk to this guy.
Buenos dias.
Oops, come on, I don't want that. Get good, some of that good bud. There we go, get that going.
Good to see you.
Can Elder Seal seal my parents and old folks? Dude, those are expensive. Where I live, it's like $90,000 a year to put your parents into an old person's home. $90,000. I was like, oh no, they're not going there. They're gonna keep working. They're gonna go to work. Let's help Mordred. He's level 35 high rank and 35 master rank. Okay, we'll jump over here. Set declaration. And we're going to drop the hard fire resist for... I'm thinking paralysis resist, actually. Anti-paralysis. So we got anti-paralysis 1. Anti-paralysis 2. We're going to drop this as well. Anti-paralysis 3. So the reason for that is because I find oftentimes the most dangerous part of the fight is when you get paralyzed. And you can get paralyzed very randomly. We have negative 10 against thunder as well. So we are going to go ahead and build for that thunder. Let's see, we're going to drop this. We're going to have thunder resist. Just going to make this uncomplicated. Thunder resist. All right. So check that out. Thunder resist, paralysis resist. And now we don't even need the thunder mantle in my opinion. We're going to go ahead and eat for elemental resist here. Veggie platter. So our thunder resist comes over 20 and we can't be paralyzed. So at this point, I really do feel like he will have trouble killing us because we've built up appropriate defenses against him and we could just kind of play aggressively and not really worry about what happens. And kind of we need that. Actually, I'm thinking maybe Mind's Eye as well. Do we have room for Mind's Eye anywhere? Not really. No, we don't have room for Mind's Eye. Actually, how much defense do we have? We have 25. My cat's coming over. Am I giving you enough attention, kitty? Where's Mind's Eye? Oh, don't you hate that? Nah, we've got 17 now. That's annoying. That's how it goes. Alright. And we're off to help them. Old people homes are terrible places. I think so. I heard Teostra won't be able to do this. His big attack if he's got Elder Seal. What armor do you use for elemental stuff if you don't have Safi armor? James says, dealing more effective damage is better against Elder Dragons because flinches knockdowns can get rid of the aura for some Elder Dragons. Let's go ahead and have a hot drink. Do we have hot drink queued up in this item loadout? Yes, we do. Because that's what you have to do these days. Super annoying. And let's find out where they're fighting. Probably way over here. Where are they? Oh, they don't have a camp over there. That sucks. We're just going to have to run. Thanks for answering my question. Unfortunately, I have to leave. Got to go to work in 5 hours. Enjoy the rest of your day. Well, thank you very much, Fluffy. To Nova reset to Aura and make Tio very weak for a brief amount of time, let him Nova. Yeah, I agree. So this was something I figured out as well. You don't want to interrupt the Nova. You just want him to Nova and then play against him. And you can use Dragon Pod to slow down his I think you can use Dragon Pod to slow down his Nova. Actually, somebody told me once that it's based on a timer, and that Dragon Pods doesn't affect it. But I didn't know if I believed them by the end of it, because it seems like it does affect it. Best thing for Elder Seal is don't use it. What? Grab these stones. Let's grab the rock steady mantle. I see lightning. We're going the right way. Hey, I gotta go. My phone is on 5%. I gotta go charge it. Later, guys. See you later, man. How's it going, Puzzle? He says, hey, it's Puzzle. Arch-Tempertillo must have a Nova that takes up half the zone with the faint glimmer.
The horn.
Look, the horn. Yeah, the horn. It's 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 the horn. Damage to him. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Suicide Mantle. Woo! So you can see just how aggressive we actually are able to play, because we're not really worried about getting paralyzed or blighted or KO'd, right? And this is a benefit for the whole team that we can do this. The whole team benefits from us being able to play so aggressively and being able to go in and, you know, get these softens and tenderizes. Bruh, see, we almost took no damage there. It's going to be a combination of all of our stuff together. Soften them up again. Woo! I love how mobile the dual blades are. It's just such an advantage to be able to move around so fast, because you catch up to the monster sooner and you can avoid so many of his attacks. And it's not like dual blades have a big penalty for all of their extra movement. Your damage output on the dual blades is terrific. Connor is in trouble. Alright, that's going to be a mount. Alright, I think we just re-wounded the head. Really important to keep a monster softened, guys. Damage output for the whole team is so much greater with the softened parts. Remember, it's ×4 when the monster is softened in multiplayer, it's ×4, because 4 people are benefiting from this. Slice the pony up. Nice. So we just had that whole segment with softened parts on both the head and the this is gonna hurt. Look at us, we barely took any damage at all from that. And that's going to be a combination of our Thunder Resist, is going to be our Divine Blessing. So all those things together make us so much more survivable. And we don't even, honestly, we don't even have to stop attacking, do we? We can just keep attacking because he didn't do enough damage to us for us to bother with it. And we have health regen. So this is a case where having higher defense gives you more time to play offensively. Oh, nice. He's staggered. Oops. Not in demon mode here. And he's gone. Right next to where a camp would be. Do they have this camp? I don't think they have this camp. But yeah, you can see how defense can increase your ability to play aggressive and to heal up from a mistake very easily with health regen augmentation, rather than having to stop and, let's say, drink a potion or something like that. And now, of course, you could use like a Gloam Grass Bud, which is pretty fast, or you could use that's a pretty cute outfit, or you could use like a max potion. But you know what's cheaper than doing either of those things? Just using the health regen on your weapon. So I do like defensive builds, and I think that Divine Blessing Secret is definitely the second strongest defensive skill in the game. Health boost, Divine Blessing. And then I took the time to build Paralysis Resist and Thunder Resistance, which is expensive, but it's like, it just makes the fight so easy. It really does. And when Arch-Tempered Kieran comes out, you better believe that I'm going to have Paralysis Resist and Thunder Resist on all my builds. You don't have to do that if you're speedrunning, but if you're not speedrunning, why wouldn't you do it? What's your, oh, but I got to do like 10 more damage. It's like, yeah, it is 10 more, it is valuable. Maybe you'll get a flinch sooner, maybe you'll get a knockdown sooner, maybe the fight will last 3 minutes less, which is valuable. But it's like your survivability goes up by so much with these skills. Victor says, I'm back. Sorry, my phone died. You better apologize. When you equip the Zerial or the Laird, the animation changes. Dual Blade Slinger attacks, the Guarantee Soften. One Slinger is used. Buckshot Dodge, so good. Dual Blade Slinger attacks, the Guarantee Soften, and the One Slinger use Buckshot Dodge are so good. Think he's using Devil May Cry Dual Blade. No, these are the Witcher Dual Blades, by the way. TGC, I'm a damage addict. That's understandable. Some people prefer to play with builds where you have higher damage output, higher damage thresholds. So people have different different build desires and stuff like that. And this is a game. It's a non-competitive game, so you can play what you want to play, right? I would imagine though, if this was, let's say this was a true PvP game and you had to fight me. What's interesting, I think what you would see is everyone would end up building Divine Blessing if it was like a true PvP game with Hunter versus Hunter. The reason for that is because Divine Blessing is so powerful, and humans are smart, humans are clever. So we're not like the monsters. And so in a regular game where you have RPG elements where you have to put a build together, you would find that a skill like Divine Blessing is like an actual meta skill because it's so powerful for keeping you alive. But in this case, since you're fighting a monster, which is it's an AI, it's artificial. You're able to memorize the monster's moves, and this allows you to essentially get away with having a glass cannon build. Do you see what I'm saying? So you wouldn't get away with that in an actual PvP game like, let's say, Dark Souls, but you can get away with it here in a game like Monster Hunter. Let's see. Twitch posted a quest. Let's see which one he posted. Achy breaky. Ode to the Destruction. Let's do it. Let's beat this guy up. I think that blast is actually good against him. Is not. Let's go ahead and now we can drop these. And we can drop this and this. And ask ourselves what the heck we had there. I don't remember. I don't even remember. I think we had like Constitution up here, didn't we? I'm going to try Recovery Speed. Do I not have any other recovery? Let's do full recovery. And then let's have Recovery Speed so powerful. Constitution. And this down here can be crit eye. Drain, Airborne, Slider, Sprinter. We'll do Sprinter. Alright, there we go. You can get away with the glass cannon in Dark Souls. People run into it a lot because they learn how to dodge almost everything. No, Jay Rizzle. So I'm talking about like with hardcore PvP mode. So when players play against each other and they know everything about the game, and the two players are absolute monsters at the game, they're beasts, what ends up happening is defense ends up becoming the meta in your build. So defense in Dark Souls 3 PvP becomes so powerful that rules about health regen kick in, because health regen ends up becoming extremely powerful in that game. So yeah, actually a different meta emerges rather than what you find in Monster Hunter. A Monster Hunter is very forgiving. You know, you can die. Monster Hunter, you can die 3 times. Well, technically, you can die 5 times with feline insurance, with feline safeguard. Let's say if one person on the team died, the match is over. There's no feline insurance. There's no feline safeguard. So if it was really like that, kind of the way Dark Souls is, you would see players prioritizing moves like, Divine Blessing Secret more. But this is a very forgiving game, actually. And again, for the other thing with the Dark Souls, you found that in hardcore PvP, people figured each other out pretty fast. They're like, oh, I see the strategy you're running. And suddenly you're playing against the best players who have extremely fast reflexes, and they have a perfect understanding of how to pressure, how to kite, stuff like that. And what ends up happening is, yeah, the defensive skills became the most powerful skills. It wasn't necessarily the offensive skills. And I would think that the same thing would emerge for a game like this as well. Recovery speed is garbage. It only heals red health. Yeah, well, yes, I know this. But actually, I don't think it's garbage at all. I think it's one of the better skills. Remember that week that I did a ton of defensive builds? Actually, that was the week when I realized that the Lance isn't that good for defense. Isn't that funny? So here I am, somebody who actually has played the Lance quite a lot, and somebody who spends probably more time than the vast majority of YouTubers for Monster Hunter focusing exclusively on defense in the game. And here I've developed this opinion that maybe the Lance isn't actually as good at defense as you probably think so, like in your mind. You think it's a good defense weapon. But I've made this realization from lots and lots of work. And the first thing I'm accused of is, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you've got no playtime. Oh, you suck at the game. But it's like, no, this is something I've been working on for a long time. Trying to understand defense in the game, you know what I mean? It's something I spend more time than average on, which is how I came to those conclusions. But yeah, can't get away with glass cannon in Dark Souls. People running a lot because they... Oh, I already read that. Recovery speed is garbage. I actually like recovery speed. I think recovery speed is pretty powerful. Go ahead and chop this arm up. So that arm's close to coming off. Now it's not. Slice them up. Come on. Come on. Which arm is that? I wasn't paying attention. He still gets me. Why don't you ever eat custom meals like your 4 yellow for stam duration? Because custom meals kind of drive me nuts. They take a while. Pop dash juice, bro. I think I did pop dash juice. Are you talking about pre-made custom meals? I think that's what he meant. I suppose I could put one together for stamina, but once again, I don't really care too much, I guess, in the end. I care for Bombardier. Bombardier's pretty good. Yeah, Bombardier's pretty decent. His arm is coming off. That's right. I just thought of a fun name. Build 3 Saki, 2 Val. Is that all you got, Silver? You're too funny, man. Wow, that hit me from underneath, huh? Okay. Bruh. So take a look at the health regen there. Oh, well, somebody's actually healing. I was going to say the health regen is so high that if you were to lay down even for a second, you'll get most of your health back. And I've found that this combined with Divine Blessing Secret is really powerful for basically just almost completely negating the damage you've taken. I like watching your streams. I learn so much, and the fact you're playing Dual Blades, which is my main. I'm glad it's entertaining for you. I miss that every time. First time tuning in after just one weekend, and TGE is using the Dual Blades. What went wrong, guys? Oh my god. What am I doing with my life? The weed blades. I got one guy making fun of me. Look at that. I didn't have to guard it. I just walked away from it. It's almost like walking away and outspacing moves is really, really powerful. And guarding moves requires you to actually take damage and get knocked back and manage your stamina. Not that we don't have to manage stamina with this weapon anyways. That's unique to Dual Blades though. And at least Dual Blades get to do tons of damage, you know what I mean? How many shots? 4, 5, 6, 7? I don't know what if I... Maybe somebody already did that. Ah, darn it. I was supposed to turn around there. Well, we ended up getting them mostly anyways. That's cool. I forget that the edge of the map is actually a hill. Bruh. Yeah. So check it out. I mean, even with just health regen 2, I mean speed. What am I trying to say? Speedy recovery speed. There we go. You can see all of the red health came back almost by the time I was done standing up, which means for people with health regen augments that you have less health to actually have to regen back. And this actually could be really useful on certain weapons like the bow and the dual blades. Because again, one of those things I learned that week that I was doing only defensive builds. Turns out that recovery speed is pretty powerful. So again, look. So Divine Blessing activated, and there it is. All the red health is back. That's quite powerful when you think about it. Oh, you know who else might benefit from it? You know, like a spread heavy bowgun build might benefit from it because they're also one of those weapons that don't really get very good health regen. Something to think about, guys. He's exhausted. How's this guy not dead? Oh, there he goes. It was about time for him to die, wasn't it? Thanks for the stream. What do you think of the Namiel set bonus? What, the elemental acceleration? I never figured it out. I don't know what I feel about it. Wookie says, I find it super fun, but a set looks so wrong. Wellick says, James, that's why I said meme build. What about Val 2, Safi 3, health regen 2, recovery up? It's a trap and you should not use it. TCE or Safi is much better. Val recovers all health, heals red that fills your total health. James, not everything is about meta. Should you build for crit eye or attack boost? Well, crit eye is almost always good because crit eye has synergy with the skill crit boost, right? So, you could build affinity or you could build attack. But when you build affinity and crit boost together, you have kind of this exponential increase in your damage. That's why the meta right now pretty much revolves around having crit boost and high affinity, guys. After you're done building that, then you build skills like Master's Touch and Attack Boost and other, those other skills would also increase your damage output. But you never, for weapons that are dealing Sever or Blunt, you never skip crit boost and then high affinity, which high affinity is being obtained through weakness exploit, crit eye, and agitator. Okay, so those are the primary damage skills. Crit eye, weakness exploit, agitator, crit boost. You put all those together on almost every single build except for explosive damage builds. Like the bow guns, the bow, the gun lance. Those weapons won't use crit boost setups. They'll use explosive damage or ammo setups or bow setups, right? Nami Coil is for gun lance and it's amazing. Nami Coil is the only good piece in my opinion. That's why Arch-Tempered Nami is such a useless monster. Unfun to fight, shitty armor for meta, and is overall poo. Well, they just didn't change the fight. It's so disappointing that they didn't give Namiel like this cool, like they should have given Namiel like 2 cool new moves. You know what I mean? They should have made it a real boss fight. But Namiel, from the very moment that you realize that really the cutscene's better than the fight and the story, right? The moment you realize that, Namiel has been poo-poo all the way to the end. You know what I mean? I don't know why they treated Namiel so poorly, in my opinion. Maybe they didn't like Namiel themselves. You ever think they get burnt out? I bet they get burnt out sometimes. You gotta take a break, you know what I mean? So this was the build I was running. This felt pretty good, actually. I haven't made up my mind how I feel about Marathon Runner Constitution and Stam Surge. They seem optional because you can play the weapon without them, and having them on increases your damage output by keeping your stamina high. But Dash Juice also keeps your stamina high, so it's kind of like this weird thing, you know what I mean? And it's a question of, well, if you're trying to optimize your stamina for damage output, that kind of falls into the same category as having like attack boost and peak performance. Useful? Yes. Necessary? Probably not. Probably not. What was I going to do? I was going to do one more thing before I wrap up. I can't remember. I was talking about recovery speed. I actually liked recovery speed, so I might, when I put together a build for this weapon, I might include recovery speed. Yeah, when I put more of a permanent build together. Let me go ahead and save. Actually, let me go ahead and save this into a slot for the dual blades. The jewel blades. There it is. That's what we ended up with? Alright. Oh, I was going to take a look at the Nami Coil. People keep... I've heard a few people say Nami Coil is good for Gunlance mains. I don't know if I agree with that. Let me take a look real fast. So it gives Evade Extender 3 and recovery speed. No, I can see why people would prefer it. I mean, that recovery speed, I was just talking about the benefits of recovery speed. It is a nice skill. And then Evade Extender 3 has a pretty strong move. You could argue that's useful on the Switch X too. So you would be trading that out with like, I don't know, what would you normally build in that slot? Let's take a look at my Gunlance builds, the ones that I've used in the past. Zora Spine, huh? Zora Headgear, Zora Spine. So you would need to find a way to move that around, wouldn't you? Looks like I use Zora Spine in all cases. So you would need to find a way to get rid of that in order to use it. Anyways, we're at the 2-hour mark. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap up the stream, and then I have a 100 card return from PSA. I'm talking about Pokemon cards, guys. It costs an enormous amount of money to have them graded. Over $1,000 to grade them. And it cost, the cards themselves are probably now valued at about $4,000 to $5,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a 15-minute break here. I'm going to sort up the PSA cards between what's mine and what's other people's cards. People, what they do is they pay me as a service to send the card off for them. So I'm going to sort everyone's cards out, and then I'm going to go live on the card live stream, and we're going to take a look at the grades. So this is a special event on the card live stream, 100 card return from PSA. If you want to join us, I'll probably post a link to it in the Discord server when we go live. I'll ping the Pokemon card live Discord as well. And it's going to occur on my second YouTube channel. If you haven't seen my second YouTube channel, there's a link to it in the description of this live stream. Okay, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time